Hey guys, I thought I would do a simple, elegant editorial makeup, my favorite kind, going with just like minimal base, minimal kind of everything, but still a little bit glam. I'm gonna go ahead with some eye patches. I love to use eye patches while getting ready, but to be honest, I don't think I've used them in a while because I haven't gotten ready in a while. I'm not actually getting ready for anything. I think my family and I kind of mentioned that we might go to Mexican tonight. These ones are so glam. They're the Wonder Beauty. And they have rose gold, silver, and these gold ones, and they're just so pretty. Now, I'm not wearing any foundation. I don't need to because I use my Sireni Overnight Overhaul. My product, I created this. Overnight Overhaul is a skincare product, so I use it, well, almost every night before I go to bed. And it makes my skin tone visibly more even. So when I wake up in the morning, it's kind of like I've put on a skin tint that won't wash off or rub off. The ingredient DHA subtly tints your skin tone and gives a color corrected even tone effect. As you exfoliate or as your skin naturally has its regular cell turnover, fresh skin will be shown underneath. So that is what I do to kind of eliminate the need for foundation in the morning. That is also really good because I'm loving the kind of minimalist editorial vibe to some glam looks. So I'm taking advantage of my Serenity skin. Oh, these are so great. They're almost an accessory in themselves, right? Like maybe I could almost wear these out. Now I'm gonna go straight into eyebrows. I'm gonna start by giving myself that lifted brow, soap brow effect with the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit, which is probably my favorite clear brow gel. It just really does set them for such a long time, and I like the brush. So it is a special technique, the way that I use this brush. So let me just set this up. Now I use the flat side to kind of get the product on, and then I use the bristles to place the hairs. See? Now I think the trick is to not be too pedantic about it, because sometimes the more time you spend on it, like it doesn't look as good. You want it to just kind of be a little bit fluffy and not actually like stuck down. Like that. Other side, draw the product on. And that's a really good way to also ensure that I'm getting like an even amount of product all over the hairs, rather than like starting here, just getting a glob of gel on the inner part before like moving on to the rest of the brow. So that's how I make sure I get it kind of everywhere. Love it, fluffy. Then once it's all set, I'll take the Benefit Foolproof brow powder on the little Benefit brow brush. Fill in any gaps and using strokes in the same direction that the hairs are set so you don't disturb them, to give a really natural look to those lifted brows. Woohoo! Brow powder is so nice and natural looking. Other one. I would also suggest just using light strokes. You don't want to put too much pigment on it first. It's always best to build up light to dark, or a little bit to a lot. You don't want to put on a lot straight away. I love it. So natural looking, and yet sculpted. They're not going to go anywhere. Not that my eyebrows would run off my face or anything, but I'm going to go in with the Kosas Blaze 10-second eye. Gonna rub that in. So this is just a really nice kind of pearlescent liquid eyeshadow, super quick. You can use your fingers, but I shall not. I'm gonna do 2 layers. And as you can see, I'm using the eye shields to help me get that perfect kind of angle, so that part is soft, but then we're gonna have that strong angle under there. So you can't really use those jelly eye masks for this because those ones slide around too much. Gorgina! Make sure it's sharp. I got the one from Makeup Forever, the Artist Color Pencils. Love these because you can use them like anywhere on your face that you would desire. And I'm just gonna use that to darken the lash line and just lightly smoke out the outer corner. The good thing about eyeliner pencils that are not gels is that they're just so easy to blend. You don't have to be worried about them setting on you. You can kind of use them as eyeshadow. You can blend them out into the faintest color that you can think of, whereas gels, yes, they probably have better longevity and they're probably waterproof, but I just feel like I end up preferring regular pencils over gels. You can layer them really well too. They're not gonna like bunch up. and start crumbling off. Okay, these have been on a while and it feels like all the serum has been absorbed. I'm just gonna take them off. Just gonna make sure the serum is nice and worked in. Then I'm gonna use the Dominique Cosmetics Concealer. I really like this one. I'm using the shade Almond Milk. The cool thing is, obviously the formula is great, but this has a metal applicator. Feels so good when you're applying it, and I love that it means you don't apply too much. And it also won't waste product, and you won't have product sitting in an unsanitary little fuzzy dough foot. So I have to say, it is amazing. Gonna get it on there in those places that I needed some coverage, or that I guess wanted coverage. Then this cute little foundation brush. And I'm just blending out a little bit of concealer in those areas on my skin that are maybe a little bit discolored compared to the rest, have a bit of redness, pigmentation, dark circles, wherever I feel I need or want it. And then I love this technique because I'm not putting the coverage everywhere. I don't need it because of the overnight overhaul. And so even though I do have a bit of coverage in certain places, it still looks like I'm not really wearing, you know, a lot of makeup. Now it's time for mascara. I've been using this one pretty much non-stop for the past month or two. It's the Lashrocket from Freck, and I've been testing it out to see if it actually does help lengthen my lashes. So I ceased all my other lash serums and I've just been using this. It's one that combines mascara with the peptides and growth effects of a serum. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it. Okay, the difference some mascara makes. I also really like this one because of the way I can really easily mold my lashes where I want them. As you can see, made it look kind of fanned out and perfected, and it's almost like thicker at the base and then comes and tapers out at the end like your natural lashes do. So I love that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Now, I just got my hands on the Softsculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer, which is an all-over warming complexion tint. When I received it, I thought it was going to be a powder, but it is like a gel cream. And oh my god, this is going to become like a new must-have. It just perfects the skin, gives a very subtle warmth. This is in the shade Light, by the way. And it's so creamy and buttery, and the way it just like blurs how my skin looks with just the perfect amount of coverage. Like, I absolutely love it, especially over the top of Overnight Overhaul. And then he also came out with this Transforming Skin Perfector, which is a powder. Get some of that as well. And I guess try to set that, because that's a cream. Beautiful. So once I've patted it over the top and sealed and set the cream, then I can blend the powder, because you don't want to go straight into like rubbing over the top of a cream in case you kind of shift the cream around underneath. So wait until you've got the product on in its position, and then you can kind of blend. That's beautiful. Makeup by Mario is doing that thing I love. Now the last steps are lip and cheek, and I'm gonna take these two rosy shades. Doo-doo. Can someone tell me what doo-doo means in French? Because that's the name of this Baby Cheeks blush stick from Westman Atelier. And then this is the Superstay ink crayon from Maybelline. Now I'm gonna put the lip on first, which is a technique that I recently became aware of, to make sure that you don't overdo your blush. Because if I go ahead and put a lot of blush on, I think it looks great. Before I put my lipstick on, I might feel a bit clown-like by the time I get around to the final look with my lips on and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. This lip crayon is called Stay Exceptional number 25. Just gonna use my fingers to give it a stained effect. And then that brush that I used to blend out the concealer under my eyes, I'll use to just quickly sweep up any excess that got blended too far away. So it's not perfecting the border of my lipstick too much, just getting rid of any excess, so still got that nice soft finish. And then a little bit of blush. I love the mauvey finish to this. I'm gonna apply that to my cheekbones. Then I tend to like to use the heel of my hand for this because it just spreads it out quicker than my fingers and also keeps my fingers from getting stained. And then I let the texture of the cream product act as the highlight on my cheekbone. Wow, this is like rich skin. Like it's just rich. There is nothing better than the texture of skin. Definitely a must-have in your beauty routine if you want skin like this. Look at that. Like it's ridiculous. Just gonna, on my finger, take a little bit of the highlight powder, pop it in my Cupid's bow. Gonna take some of that powder up under my brow bone, down the bridge of my nose. Now for the little pizzazz that's gonna make this a little bit editorial. These are my gems and accessories, and I use these for both makeup and nails. So I've got these cute little pearls here, and I've got a bit of a pearl vibe going on, and I feel like that would complement this look really nicely. So I'm gonna take little pearls and just kind of stick one somewhere, maybe even in a corner, or maybe just underneath might be nice. Oh, underneath might be nice. Anyway, I'm gonna take one larger size and one teeny weeny little one. Now I bought one of these wax sticky-on-y things because I've been struggling along with, you know, tweezers and gems for my whole life when there apparently is this contraption. It's a wax. This is wax. So I guess you must have to replace it every now and then. Anyway, this sticks to the gems so that, like, let me show you. Look, can you see it? I don't have to use glue to pick it up. This is amazing to me, okay? I always like kind of either use tweezers and then end up dropping half the stones, or using glue on the end of like a little cotton bud. Then it like wants to stick to the cotton bud instead of my eye. So this is very huge news for me. Oh my God, it is so much easier. Are you joking? Duo lash glue, and I'm just gonna lift up. I'm gonna be crying pearls. Okay, I picked up the gem. She's on. I'm just polishing it a little bit. Do I look like a sad clown? What's this end for? Can someone crafty tell me? It's like a little cannula needle looking thing. Anyway, it looks a bit dangerous, so I'm gonna stick it back in its case. Got this on Amazon, by the way. Cute. That was a million gazillion times easier than using tweezers. Now going to add some lashes. These are the Nikki makeup lashes. I'm obsessed with her editorial, glamorous makeup style. Go follow her if you're not already on Instagram, but these are her lash collab with Sweed lashes. They're called the Nikki No Lash. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply these and just show you how it elevates the look, because it gives a perfected look to the lashes and it makes them look really natural. Can you see the difference the lashes make? And it still looks like they're my real lashes. They taper at the end, the same way natural lashes do. Unlike many fake lashes that are just cut and blunt at the end, which give a more artificial look, which is fine for some, you know, reasons. But I want the really high-end editorial vibe for this look. And it's just much more subtle. And that's it. I can't tell you how liberating it is to not wear foundation and still feel so put together like this. It takes your makeup to the next level. Like if you can do no foundation and then still go on with the rest of your look, oh my gosh, it's so luxurious looking, and there's no chance of it rubbing off and getting patchy. So, you know, I'm just loving the Serenity routine right now, the way that this brings everything together so nicely. Hope you guys enjoyed this editorial everyday glam, Serenity inspired with the pearls. Definitely check out my product on serenitybeauty.com. It's available now. We don't have any current discounts, but if you're a brand new customer, you get 10% off when you sign up to our newsletter and texts. So I'll put that link below, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you later. Bye.